disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use as a use permitted it by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I am Afro. Please do me a favor as you enter the room and hit the thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it. Today's video we're going to talk about 3 found stabbed to death after Queens man tells the cops that he's having problems with a tenant. So without further ado, let's get into this news.
Detectives had to scramble after a man walked into the 113th Precinct station house and confessed to killing 3 people, claiming he had issues with his tenants. Officers did find bodies inside a home on Milburn Street in St. Albans. News 4's Melissa Colorado covering this. She's going to update us on the investigation. Melissa?
And David, police right now investigating a triple murder that happened here inside this home right behind me in St. Albans, Queens. It's that home with the white picket fence. And get this, the man who walked up to a nearby police precinct and told officers that something had happened inside his home, something had gone wrong inside his home, is now the man who is in custody. Police walked into a house of horrors in St. Albans, Queens this morning. Law enforcement sources tell News 4 police found 3 bodies inside this house on Milburn Street, all stabbed to death.
I'm shocked. I'm very shocked.
The person who tipped cops off is the alleged killer.
Earlier this morning, a 54-year-old male walked into the 113th precinct stating to uniformed police officers that he was having issues with his tenants. The officer inquired further, and the male stated that he did something bad.
The 54-year-old, who we are not identifying since he has not been charged yet, gave officers his address. Police discovered a man and a woman dead from stab wounds in the basement. In an upstairs bedroom, another woman stabbed to death.
Your neighbors, what can you do? Like, you don't know who's who. People snap.
Police have not told us how the victims all knew each other. Stunned neighbors say they can't picture the 54-year-old suspect pulling off such a vicious crime.
He always says hi. There's never any, like, you wouldn't get this type of vibe off of him or anybody else.
And you heard no screams coming from the
No, and I was up until 5 in the morning because I have a gym in my backyard, so I was working out. I didn't hear absolutely nothing.
We spotted Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz arriving to the crime scene this morning. While officers pieced together what happened inside the home, neighbors say no dispute between a landlord and tenants should ever end this way.
It's really upsetting because you don't want anything like this to happen, especially if it's something like rent. Like, that's something, conversations, you go to court, like, you could do anything. Something like that is just, it hurts to see something like that for real.
And I just checked in with police a couple of minutes ago. That 54-year-old man is still in custody. Charges still pending. That's the latest here in St. Albans, Queens. I'm Melissa Colorado, News 4 New York.
Okay, so that's disturbing. Okay, so the guy, which is the landlord, he's 54. He went to the police station to tell on himself, basically, right? So he stabbed 3 people, but how old was these people? Because they never stated how old the victims were. Because I'm kind of curious how he was able to stab all of these 3 people, and he's 54 years old. Were they much older people living in that? Is that a house or an apartment? I mean, what I mean by that, I could clearly see it's a house, right? But how many apartments is in that one house? Okay, because people was living in the basement, right? Or is it a rooming house? That's unclear too. But however, and who were these people? You know, what nationality were they? And I know people say, well, what difference does it make? They're dead, blah, blah, blah. Well, it makes a difference because any other time, the news be quick and willing to tell if it was black people that did the killing. Right? So I'm just wondering who was doing this killing. Now, I must say this. Whether you're black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, a strided gum, the little green man, I don't care who you are. Killing is killing. Wrong is wrong. Right? Now, the guy also brought up a good thing. He said, no one should die over rent. Because there's other ways you can get your rent, which is true. All he had to do was take them to court. Now, either some things could have happened in between. Maybe he was taking them to court, and for some reason, the court let the people slide or whatever. Or maybe, maybe the guy gets high. Maybe the landlord gets high, and he needed the money right then. They didn't have the money. He needed his fix, and they killed him. I don't know. Right? I'm not saying that these are facts or anything like that. I'm just giving some kind of a scenario, so don't nobody go back and say, well, she said he was this. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to be an actual fact. I'm just thinking of what could have went wrong. I want to make myself clear. Okay? But anything could have happened to make this man snap. I mean, right now they don't know much about the man. Maybe the man could have had mental issues or something. We never know at this point until more is being discovered with this. But it's sad that 3 lives is gone over rent. Okay, so that's the moral of the story. Condolences to those people's families. So, all right, everybody, that's the end of that news. Please like and share this video. Leave a comment at the end because I like reading everybody's comments. And stay tuned to more of my reaction videos. So until then, everybody, please be safe. Peace. Afro Goddess is out.